What's good, everybody? What's up, y'all? Come on, man. Come on, man. We chillin', we chillin'. Y'all already know exactly what time it is. We're back here to serve some more game on the ground for them hungry hounds. So just get out the pound and are ready for the next round, man. With that being said, I hope everybody has had a good day today. Is having a good day today, and or having a good night. Some of y'all's night just started. Some of y'all's day is coming to an end. So let me know how your guys' day it was, how y'all night is going. We can talk about it. We can not talk about it. Whether it's been a good day, bad day, interesting day, entertaining day, productive day. Whether it's going to be a good night, interesting night, bad night, entertaining night, productive night, whatever the case may be. We can talk about it. We can not talk about it. Don't matter to me. Also, let me know where you guys are tapping in from so I can shout out your country, your state, your city. I always thought it was interesting how we can all be on different parts of the world and still tap into the same program at the same time, man. We didn't have gifts such as these 25, 30 years ago. And just see how people take it all for granted. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah. My day's been alright, man. My day's been pretty good, pretty chill, pretty regular, average day in the regularly scheduled program. Just getting on here to talk and walk to walk, and we're gonna talk about some things tonight, man. You know, make sure y'all tap the follow and the bell button if y'all like what you see and like what you hear. We got a lot of content that goes out on this platform specifically, more than any other platform, you know, because TikTok is where it's at. It's fun, it's easy to navigate. You get to interact with all your people just like that, man. And it's a lot, it's a lot easier to use than any other platform, in my opinion. You know, all these other platforms are trying to jump on the TikTok bandwagon because they realize that TikTok's going to take over the internet. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. You know, it be the people who sit here and complain about you not doing enough for your community or other people that don't be doing nothing at all. It be the people who sit around and complain about you not doing enough for other people for your community who don't be doing nothing at all. You know, I just learned last night that MrBeast went and bought what was it, what was it, 200,000 or 250,000 pairs of shoes for. Correct me if I'm wrong on that number. I think it was around that number, but yeah, he went and bought around that number of shoes for a whole bunch of African kids who weren't able to afford it, you know, because they were the living situation that wasn't it. So he went over there and he helped them out, you know. Shout out to MrBeast doing what you're supposed to do, helping out people who need it. Um, but then you got other people on the internet who aren't doing a single thing with their life. Talking about, oh man, but he didn't buy a million pairs of shoes. He didn't buy 2 million pairs of shoes. He didn't buy nobody else no pair of shoes. He didn't buy me no pair of shoes. Homie, this man just bought 250,000 pair of shoes for a whole bunch of kids who can't afford it. And you talking about what he didn't do? You can't make this up. It don't matter what you do, you ain't never gonna be enough for the people. You ain't never gonna be enough for your community. You ain't never gonna be enough at all. And this is why you cannot be a crowd pleaser. Because if you're a crowd pleaser, guess what? You ain't never gonna be satisfied. And the people that you're trying to please ain't never gonna be satisfied. Because guess what? They so greedy, they gonna squeeze every single bit out of you that they can. It don't matter how much you give them. It don't matter how much you do for them. What you don't do for them. Everything you do, guess what? They're gonna find something else to complain about. And it's crazy, man. You would think that, oh yeah, we support you, MrBeast. You doing what you're supposed to do. You helping out these kids who can't afford nothing. Yeah, you go, MrBeast. But no, guess what? You didn't buy a million pair of shoes, MrBeast. You didn't give me no pair of shoes, MrBeast. You didn't give me no $1 million, MrBeast. I hate you, MrBeast. You so terrible, MrBeast. You suck, MrBeast. You this, that, and the third. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up at all. And this is why I say the people in this generation love to be ungrateful and complainful. They love to complain and they love to be ungrateful. Anything ever that's good that's done for them, guess what? They open up the trash can and they drop it in there and they close it. But when something bad happens, they get out there, oh man, look at what just happened, man. Look at what just happened. But when something good happens to them, guess what? They throw it away. They don't want good. They don't want positivity. They want negativity. They want destruction. And it goes, and this is the reason why there's so many kids out there these days that crash out, because they're getting taught to crash out. They are taught to crash out. They are taught to act a fool. They are taught to do this, that, and the third. Because their daddies ain't in the home. Their mommies ain't in the home. Neither one of their parents is in the home. They gotta live with their grannies, their aunties. And they get taught to crash out of school because there's nobody there to correct them. Hey, no, little homie, this ain't what you're supposed to do. I don't know who teaching you that, but this is what you really supposed to do. No, there ain't nobody in their family teaching them that. They're not. That's why there's so many kids out there these days that crash out. Because everything is just upside down. You would think that MrBeast buying 250K shoes. I believe that's the number. Correct me if I'm wrong. You would think that him buying that many pair of shoes for a bunch of kids who need it, who need help, they would rally behind that and support that. Yeah, you go, MrBeast, you doing what you're supposed to do. No, they don't. Instead, they complain about what he didn't do. Oh, MrBeast, you didn't buy a million pair of shoes. That's 100% facts. Even if he bought 100 shoes, that means a lot. But these people want to find something to complain about. This generation. This generation loves to be ungrateful and complainful. People that wouldn't even donate a can to a food drive screaming on the internet. That's 100% facts, bro. And it'd be the people who don't do nothing that complain the most about somebody else who is trying to do something. Anything positive that you try to do, them demons come rallying around. Oh no, we don't want that. Get that out of here. Get that out of our community. We don't want positivity. We only want destruction and negativity. That's what they're saying. That's what they do. They erase all types of different positivity that goes around and replaces it with negativity. That's like you taking gold. You got gold plated cabinets, right? So you got gold plated cabinets. You strip the gold off and you cover it with mud and say, oh yeah, that's way better. What the heck? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? That's like you taking your brand new Mercedes and trading it in for an old beat up 2000s Mercedes that barely even run. It don't make no sense at all. And this is why I say these people in this generation, they love to complain about anything and everything. If it don't fit what they want it out. Just like how a baby wants his mama's milk whenever it wants his mama's milk. And if it don't get nothing else but his mama's milk, it's going to chuck it out the way. I want my mama's milk. That's what these people be like. They literally grown babies. They grown babies in this generation. And you can't make it up. And no matter what you do, it ain't never gonna be good enough. It ain't never gonna be good enough. That's why when you see people like Charleston White trying to build up his community, they don't want that. They don't want that. And they wasn't listening to him whenever he was trying to do it the proper way. So guess what? He had to speak the language of the generation. And what's the language of the generation? Beef. Crap talking. Saying you're gonna do this, that, and the third, saying F this person, F that person. That's the language of this generation. So he speaks that language, and guess what? This whole generation mad that he found out what their language is. Because now that he found out what their language is, oh dude, he's going off. You can't stop him now. That's why they mad. That's why they mad. Because he figured out what their language is, and now he can bring a spotlight to that. And now that he brought a spotlight to it, he's bringing a mic to it. And that mic is speaking the truth. He's shedding light on what goes on behind closed doors in the community. And people don't like that. Can't make it up. But yeah, man, with that being said, I hope everybody has enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your moms, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. I meant live, sorry. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I meant to say I'm all over the place. Yeah, man, tap the follow and the bell button if y'all like what you see and like what you hear. With that being said, I am out of here. I will see you all tomorrow. Deuces.